The episode with Old Man Voll is the most underrated scene in Frieren, and here's why. The scene starts with the two characters walking in this whimsical-ass forest, and we already get a shot that makes you uncomfortable even if you don't know why. Frieren is seen walking up the hill with negative space in front of her, which feels natural, but the next shot is Old Man Voll walking forward with negative space behind him. This framing actually tells us a lot about these characters' stories so far, like how Frieren still has so much life ahead of her while Voll is at the end of his. We flash back to 80 years ago when the two first met, and Voll says that he's posted in front of this village for a reason that doesn't matter. But Himmel says,
people don't often risk their lives for something that doesn't matter.
Something that this episode does a lot is that it only shows us a character's eyes, which is the most expressive feature on our faces. In this case, it shows us Voll's eye when he begins to open up about his wife that passed centuries ago, which is also the true reason that he's protecting this village. In the flashback, we see his memory of her, and notice how the colors are very warm, telling us everything we need to know about how he viewed her. It's crazy how much color can flip the perspective of a scene. For example, if it looked like this, we might assume that he associates her with negative memories instead of this happy one. Right as it cuts to Himmel's eyes, Voll says,
guarding a home she'd no longer recognize.
Which we can see makes Himmel sad, and he definitely thought about Frieren here and how soon she'll be the only one to carry on their memory. And the saddest part about this interaction is when Himmel says,
living or dead, you made a promise to someone you love. She'd be glad to know you've kept it.
Which makes the reason for Himmel's death make so much more sense, since he died right after they saw the meteor shower after reconnecting 50 years later. As if that promise was the last thing he was holding on to. Cut back to present day, and once again we see a close-up of Frieren's eye showing her emotional connection to that memory. And for the coolest part of this episode, we see the two of them sitting on a rock talking about where Frieren is headed now. And Voll says,
so you're finally setting off to defeat the Demon King.
The thing is, Frieren already defeated the Demon King, showing that Voll's old age has his ass living in two different timelines. Get this man in Congress. The first time I saw the scene, I actually missed it, but the following shots made me go back because they're framed so unnaturally. And it's like that because it's showing that Frieren is confused as to why he just said that. And this wind blowing through her hair is a visual metaphor for a thought crossing her mind. And I love that she decides not to tell him that the Demon King was already defeated, because if she did, he would probably die soon after, just like Himmel did after fulfilling his promise. Follow for more breakdowns like this.